Amen.
Well, I'm Marcia Freeman, and I've been dancing in Washington since '62 when my family moved here. So it was in my last 2 years of high school I was here, and then I went off to Antioch where I did some dance, but only with, because I didn't have a dance major, only with people like Kenneth King and a couple others who came out of New York's High School of Performing Arts and ended up at Antioch. I did one of the days. So that was my first real intro to modern dance. But anyway, going back, I got into dance through two parents who were very musical, who did international folk dancing. So character is in my blood. Started doing character dance from practically walking stage. And really good, really excellent folk dance teachers. Not silly stuff, really good. And at the age of 5, I started to do gymnastics and a little ballet. And by 7, I was in ballet only. And I continued in ballet only until I was 16, at which point I had my best ballet teacher ever, who was out of the old ballet groups, one of the ballet groups, I don't know which one.
Was this in DC?
No, this was in New Jersey. No, I'm getting there. Okay, this, you said, how did you come to dance? So it's just, you know, the influences on me. Strong folk dance, strong ballet, and then the modern, which came in high school and college. And then when I came back from college, I married and I was on Capitol Hill, and Capitol Arts Workshop was right there, and I just latched onto tap for the first time in my life because I'd always wanted to do it. So I got really deep into tap. So I taught something else for 4 years in a public high school here. But I had a dance club and I did cheerleaders, and I was like, why am I not doing dance? And what brought me back to it was dance therapy, thinking that George Washington University was establishing a dance therapy major, which was proposed but never funded. So Michelle and I were compatriots at GW at that time, which was a dance ed major for 2 years, and it was fabulous. First time I did choreography. What do you do as an MA in dance education? You dance, and you teach everywhere, which I did. I could name 4 or 5 places I taught. And God opened a big door for me in 1975. I came out in 72 and 75. I met someone who said, a new high school at Gallaudet University has drama and wants to set up a whole performing arts program. Would you be interested? Well, I said, I know 3 other languages. Sign would be fun. And I know how to write curriculum because I was taught how to do it at GW. So I went up the hill from Capitol Hill to Gallaudet, and I said, what do I do to teach dance here? And they said, write a curriculum, learn sign language. Okay. Well, I did for a quarter, a semester teach with the help of an interpreter, and that wasn't good. And a couple years later, they established a position, and I interviewed, and I got it. And so I began a dance tradition at this high school, which is now 26 years old. Last year we celebrated the 25th annual dance concert. I brought the Washington dance community to the school, and I took my kids out into the Washington dance community, and I have interacted with everybody. Ellington Dance Place, University of Maryland, GW, probably, I had a kid at AU one summer when they still had Wolf Trap Academy. So I just feel like the whole Washington dance scene is my community. It wasn't just at Gallaudet. We did not lock these kids inside. They were not isolated from the real world. And as a result, they're out there on Broadway, and they're in Hollywood, and they're, dancing when they get a chance. It's really hard for a deaf kid to break into professional dance in this country, but they have the talent. They just haven't had the right company director say, we're going to take a chance with you. I mean, there's been one person in San Francisco, I forget her name. There have been a couple in African dance companies, very, very, very wonderful deaf dancers.
I just want to interrupt just for one moment because I want to interject something before I forget.
Sure.
Regina Daniels,
Regina, sure.
who was at the University
in Maryland.
Maryland, has just come out with a video about teaching the love of teaching dance through using sign, and is now on YouTube.
I am too.
So,
I have something on YouTube.
okay, so I just thought I'd go ahead. It just came out like on Monday.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
okay. I'm not
yeah.
taking all the credit. There were deaf dancers before me on whom I leaned. And I've helped mentor, although I think she mentored me more than I mentored her, a wonderful woman named Yola Rosnick, who was deaf and who was a professional dancer in Israel for 16 years, who is now running the performing arts program at the high school, and then right now in the process of putting on another dance concert. And her choreography is astonishing, and I encourage all of you to go see it in February when the concert happens. And she absolutely blends all the best attributes of sign language and deafness into her choreography. And that's an amazing art form in itself.
The group is amazing. I mean, I've seen them a whole bunch of times. And it's constantly phenomenal to me that they can be so musical. So incredibly musical.
I think rhythm, musicality has nothing whatsoever to do with hearing at all. You know, I mean, certainly if you're going to play a really complicated piece of music, it'd be great if you could hear it, but, you know, there's ways, I mean, because I didn't know how to do it when I went there. Just, so, I'm retired, and I'll stop there unless you want me to go on. But I'm still dancing, and I'm still interpreting, and I'm still choreographing, so
retired to do
it
your
doesn't
own
end.
choreography, and
Yeah.
retired to do your own productions and be involved in your own.
Yeah, so I'm eager to see what we come up with.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And